Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in with me today for the Caribbean Travel Tea. I'm going to give Facebook a few minutes to notify everyone that we went live. As you guys come in, let us know where you're tuning in from. All right, today we have a special guest, Mr. Garfield, and he's going to tell us all about the couples resort in Jamaica. How you doing today, Mr. Garfield?
I'm breathing, so it's a good day. I'm above ground.
Okay, we could get started whenever you're ready.
It's all up to you. I'm ready.
Okay, let's get started.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm not sure if you can see me, but I'm sure you can hear me. My
Yes,
name
see
is
you.
Garfield, and I'm with Couples Resorts Jamaica. There are 4 couples resorts. Or you can switch out to the next one.
Okay.
And based on the map that you're looking at, and that it shows the location of the resorts in Jamaica. Where the airplane is actually Montego Bay. So you land in Montego Bay, and you're literally going to go left or right. And so you are going towards Ocherios, where we have Couples Sans Souci, and of course, Couples Tower Isle, or flagship resort. And then you go over to Negril, we have Couples Negril and Couples Structureway. So 4 resorts with a total of just under 1,000 rooms for your staying pleasure. We do offer complimentary transfers from Montego Bay Airport to any of the resorts. And getting to Jamaica is just a hop away. It's easy, you know. And once you land in Montego Bay, the ride from the resort from the airport to the resort, if you're going to Negril is an hour. If you're going to Ocherios is 1.5 hours. But you know, there's always red stripe on the bus say, hey, we make it a fun little ride over to the resort. You can jump to the next slide. All right, what makes couples resorts a better value than any other resort on the island is that we automatically include some of your excursions. So you don't have to again go in your pocket to pay for certain excursions. For example, if you're staying in Ocherios, you have unlimited Duns River Fall access, and we provide the transfers and the admission to that as well. We have unlimited catamaran cruises from 3 or 4 resorts, Couples Tower Isle, Couples Negril, and Couples Structureway, where it's basically a sunset boost cruise where we take you on a life-size yacht out into the ocean. You can go to the caves in Negril. You can watch people jump from the caves. You can go snorkeling while you're on the catamaran because we do stop at the cave so you can get in the ocean if you want to. The yacht, the catamaran even has a slide that you can slide from the top of the boat out into the ocean if you want to. You can get unlimited trips to Margaritaville. If you want to go to Margaritaville, you need a Negril or Ocherios. We have the unlimited shopping tour as well. If you want to go downtown Negril or downtown Ocherios to do some shopping, duty free or so, it is already included in your stay. All you have to do is just get on our transfers and we take you down there to do that. We can take you to local craft markets as well if you are so inclined. If you're in Negril and you want to go to the west end of Negril to watch the sunset, is where you get the best sunset in Jamaica. Even though your resort has great sunsets, we give you transportation to the pushcart bar, and that's a bar on the cliffs in Negril, and the sunset is absolutely breathtaking. And we provide the transportations for that as well. All right, next. Now, we are in the era of COVID-19, and you know, we launched our Good, Clean, Fun promotion once COVID came in. We offer free antigen testing at each resort. As long as you're paying guests at any of our couples resorts, on the way back to the US, the US government requires that you do an antigen test like a day or 2 before you depart. So we provide those free for you at each resort. And let's say you're there and you test positive. Then you are allowed to stay at the resort up to 14 days complimentary without charge. And that gives you time to recover, and anything can happen. So we have that in place just to be safe. But all the resorts follow the COVID-19 protocols. Masks are worn in public areas where you can't social distance. Of course, we don't expect you to be laying on the beach in a mask or be having lunch or dinner in a mask. So we use common sense as well. We have placed everything 6 feet apart. So, just sitting at your table talking to your friend and so on. Yeah, if it's just the two of you and you're negative and so on, then you don't have to put it on. But if you're going to the bar where there's going to be a lot of people gathering to get drinks and so on, we do ask that you put it on until you get your drink and leave the area and so on, just to be safe. Next slide. All right. The Couples Resorts app is very important, and we used to utilize it a lot before COVID, but now that COVID is in, we utilize it even more. Once your travel agent has made the booking for you, then the travel agent or yourself, you can go onto our website and you can register for our Romance Rewards program. And it's a program that's very similar to like a Hilton Honors or a Marriott Bon Voyage or that kind of thing. Every stay that you stay at a couples resort, you get points and so on. But the reason I'm talking to you about it now is that once you download the app, anything you want to do on resort, you can do through the app. If you want to book restaurants, if you want to have your bar stocked in your room, if you want to see the activities, if you want to talk to the front desk, anything it is that you want to do, you can do it in the Couples app, and that will prevent you from having to walk to the front desk, see somebody, talk to somebody, put on a mask and all of that. Just do it from the app. So that's there for you to take advantage of. All right, next. The specials we have running now. Your agent will tell you all about them, but I want to highlight 3. We have our Couples Cares. Now, Couples Cares is where we do a fortnight free for frontline workers. So if you're in the medical field, if you're a cop, if you're, emergency technician on the road, an EMT, then you can qualify for the fortnight free plus a $100 resort credit. Now, you have until February 31st to book this special, and you can travel from then all the way up until July 31st of this year. Next, we have our Here Comes the Sun promo. This is our lowest rate ever, and your agent will tell you all about that as well, but this ends March 31st. And the next one we just came out with, it's for 2021, or you can slip the side for that. Now, it's me and you in 2022, and we've started with a 305 per person rate, and this is for travel in 2022, but of course you can book it this year. And it also comes with $150 in resort credits, and you also get Club Mobile. For those of you that don't know what Club Mobile is, it's a VIP arrival service at the airport where they will meet you at the airplane and escort you through their private lounge, escort you through immigration and so on. So it's a lot faster than being in the regular immigration line. And resort credits is actually, it's like resort cash that we give you. You can use it to buy anything on resort. Let's say you want a massage, you want a private dinner, you want to go to the gift shop, anything that would incur an additional charge, you can use that $150 towards buying whatever you want. All right. Now we're going to look at each resort individually. There are 4 resorts. We're going to start with Couples Tower Isle. And as the sheet in front of you will show, it is 226 rooms and suites. It sits on 19 acres of beachfront property. We do have our own private island, which we use for, in the daytime, it's used for all natural sunbathing because it's a private island that's offshore. And we do use it for island weddings as well. You can rent the entire island for your wedding. We just rented it to Dwayne Wade and Gabriel Union for his birthday party. And you can see the videos of that online as well. We have 6 restaurants. That's our own. We only require reservations in the 8 Rivers and the Bayside. The other restaurants, you can just walk up and they will seat you as they see fit. There a nightclub that sits right on the beach, and it's a beautiful nightclub. And I mean, you literally step from the beach into the nightclub. It's true oceanfront nightclub. All your water sports and scuba diving is already included. So if you are internationally certified in scuba diving and you want to dive in Jamaica, you bring your card and your dive is included. If you want to be taught how to scuba dive, we will give you the first lesson so that you can see, if you want to do it or not. Then after that, there is a fee that is paid through PADI International, and that's the international arm that certifies divers worldwide. But we are very big on scuba diving. And of course, your Duns River, your shopping, your Margaritaville trip. We also have unlimited golfing. So if you're a golfer, then our resort is where you want to be. Next slide. Now, this is a view of the resort from the ocean looking in. You can see our private island in the front, and it sits in the middle of the ocean. You cannot get to this island without getting on a boat. So you go to the dock, and our drivers will put you on one of our speedboats and will take you over to the island. And of course, you can see that the resort, 90% of our rooms are full oceanfront rooms. We only have a small amount of garden views on the opposite side. Next. This is an example of what the rooms at Tower Isle looks like. Now, the one thing we should point out about couples resorts, when you're at a couples resort, you know that you're in Jamaica. It will feel very Caribbean, from the furnishings to the colors on the walls, to the music you hear, to the food that you get to eat. You will have your international flavor as well, but you'll definitely hear reggae music. You'll definitely get beef patties and jerk chicken and oxtail and curry goat and all of that, in addition to what you normally get here in the US. But you're coming to Jamaica, so we want to immerse you in our culture as well and show you what makes us special. So at Tower Isle, you're going to see these colors, the pastels, the yellows, and set against the ocean blue. Everybody loves them. And the one thing you point out about our furnishings at couples resorts, our furnishings are always minimalistic. Our owners are very much into nature. So everything it is that we use in our rooms at some point must go back to nature, must be able to biodegrade and go back to the soil. Our furniture in our rooms, as you can see, we still have wicker chairs. We still have natural wood tables. So we have nothing that would leave a bad imprint on Mother Nature 100 years from now. It will all rot and go right back into the sun. All right, next. This is an example of one of our bathrooms in the junior suite. If you note it has a jacuzzi tub that overlooks the ocean, and it also has a separate shower area as well. Next. Now, this is a video for spa villas. If you can get that to play, that would be awesome. Now, this room category, and you can skip to the next slide. This room category is your own villa that's separate and apart from the rest of the hotel rooms. Now, if you're staying in this room category, the number one thing is that it has unlimited spa services. So if you're staying with us and you want 10 massages, 10 facials, 10 reflexology, your hair done, whatever, it is already included in your package. And this is only if you're booking the Oasis Spa or the Signature Spa package. This also comes with private transfers to and from the airport. You do not have to go to the front desk to check in. You're checked in your villa with your private champagne and concierge service. Now, this is an example of what the seating area, sorry, not the seating, the bedroom area will look like. And you can go over to the next slide. Now, this is your bathroom area. Now, the bathrooms are so large, you can fit a king-size bed in them. space to move around. So this picture is taken at an angle, so it looks small, but it's not. It's massive. And each shower also has 2 separate shower heads, you know, to tell you how large they are. Next. Another front view of the vanity area of the bathroom. Again, office will always be minimalistic, simply designed, but sophisticated in its taste. And this is the seating area of the signature villa. Now, there are 2 types of villas. You have the Oasis Spa Villa, which is just, you know, a huge bedroom, your bathroom, and your private plunge pool. And you have the signature villa, which comes with this bonus seating area or sitting room. And from the sitting room, you can step right out into your own pool. You can go to the next slide. Yes, from your sitting area, you literally have a full-size pool right there that's just for you. Your massages and other treatments can be done in your villa, or you can just walk over to the spa and have them done there as well. Next. And these are the inclusions: unlimited spa treatments, private transfers to and from the airport. You can have a private in-villa check-in. You have private access to the spa, and you have your own private pool and plunge pool, and you have private in-villa dining for all meals if you do not want to ever leave that area. All right, next. This is a picture of our over-the-water restaurant at Tower Isle. It's called the Bayside, and it's Asian fusion, but it sits directly over the ocean, and you do need reservations for this restaurant. Next. This is the dining inside of our 8 Rivers restaurant. And of course, it's a formal restaurant. You don't have to wear a jacket, but they have to wear a collared shirt. And of course, long pants, no flip-flops, no slippers. And ladies, you know, you always dress up nicely anyway. So problem with the females, it's the males that, you know. We have Couples Sushi. It's located just down the road from Couples Ocherios. It is 35 acres. It is the largest in terms of acreage, but it is the smallest in terms of room count, because it's only 150 rooms and suites. Very romantic resorts, very quiet. When you go there, you're literally gonna fall in love because it's very romantic and lends itself to that. It has 4 restaurants. It has in-room service. We have a martini bar, and we also have the other inclusions as the other resorts as well. You can skip to the next. This is an example for a 1-bedroom beachfront suite. Again, we went all white with just a little bit of color in kind of these rooms. If you're laying on the bed, you can go to the next. If you're laying on the bed, then your view will be coming up in the next shot. That's what you're looking at. You do have your own balcony or patio, and of course, it looks right out onto the ocean. And these are all beachfront suites. You can skip to the next. This is that same room. On the opposite side of the room, you have your seating area and you have your bar as well. Now, one thing to point out about Couples Resorts, your bar will be stocked every day. Once you download the Couples Resorts app, you go into that app and you can tell them what liquor you want to be sent to your room, and they will deliver it to your room. But you must do that daily. And we do deliver full bottles of alcohol to your room. So if you like Appleton Jamaican rum, trust me, it's unlimited at Couples Resorts. You can skip to the next. This is what the bathrooms look like. Again, all white. We took the jacuzzis out and we put in stand-in showers, as our clients seem to love that more. But again, always remember that the furnishings, the layout of any Couples Resort, as we say, we remain close to nature, very minimalistic. It's all natural wood, all made in Jamaica. Even our towels eventually will go back to nature when we're done with them, because they're made of materials that will allow them to biodegrade really quickly. All right, next. This is the Palacina restaurant. And this breakfast, lunch, and dinner is served here. You don't need reservations. You can have indoor or outdoor dining. You can click next. The Bella Vista, this is our beachfront restaurant. We just actually renovated and added on to this because it needed to be bigger. But for lunch and dinner, we do open. And this restaurant is located directly on the beach. So any dining activities that you're doing here, you can't miss the ocean. It's literally no more than 3 feet from your table. Next. This is our Friday night under the stars gala. Now, even before COVID-19 came in, we remember we're built for two, so we never jammed anybody into spaces. So on a Friday night, we take dinner outside under the stars, and this is the setup that you will see. All of our guests will be on the main lawn next to the beach and the ocean. We have live entertainment every night at every couple's resort. So the tent that you see, apart from the buffets, the one directly in front of you, is for where we have our live shows on a Friday night. On another night, there as well, or they're done inside one of the restaurants. You're also seeing the Bella Vista restaurant in this picture, the two teams in top that you see there. All right, next. We go over to the other side of the island now. Couples Negril. It's in Negril. It's on 18 acres of beachfront property. It's 234 rooms and suites with 5 restaurants. All the inclusions of the others are there as well. The bars, the catamaran cruise, the trip to the local bar, the boat tours and the shopping tours, and of course, unlimited golfing as well. You can hit next. Now, this is an overview of the resort. As you can see, it sits directly on the Bloody Bay Beach. You can see how the resort is laid out in its design. It is more compact than Sans Souci because it's only 18 acres, where Sans Souci has 35 acres. So you're going to feel more of an energy at this resort. It does tend to attract a bit of a younger clientele. Because so many people are in one area by the main pool or the main beach, you will hear more music and you'll feel more energy. You will hear more people at the bar because it's a smaller property. This is our lobby. Now, the design of this resort is more bohemian in its design. It's natural wood, yes, but the artwork, and if you look through all of our couples resort, you're going to see artwork all over the place. We have hundreds of thousands of dollars in artwork on the walls, in the rooms, in the lobby, and even the furniture pieces that we choose in the public areas tend to be very artsy. Our owner, his wife is an artist, so she's very much into making sure that things are unusual. So this is the lobby that you walk into when you get off your transfers from the airport. Next. Another layout of the resort, and that's the main pool and the swim-up bar located right on the beach. Next. Of course, picture of the beach to show you how nice it is in Negril and how many of you are wishing that you were there right now. Now, this is what the rooms look like. Now, all the rooms are technically designed the same, with the exception of the suites, which are larger. What changes is the view that you have from your room. So you're now looking at a garden view. Click over to the next one. Let me see if I have one in here. This is what a standard bathroom looks like. You can keep clicking. Now, this is the suite, one of our deluxe ocean, and you walk directly from your sliding doors onto the beach in Negril. And this one does have a separate sitting area. You can click, and let me see if I have, no, I don't have the sitting area in this slide, but there's a separate seating area that goes with this room as well. And the suites of the suites have a separate tub and shower. Again, the bathrooms are massive. You can fit a king-size bed and still have space to walk around in these bathrooms. Next. Oh, here's a sitting area of the suites, yes. And you can literally sit in your suite and see the beach, or you can go out on your patio. If you have a suite, you also have a hammock that's not shown in this picture. But once you step outside, you have a personal hammock that's reserved only for your room as well. Next. This is one of our garden view rooms again. As you can see, the hammock is over to the side. And if you want to just sit on your balcony or your patio and do nothing at all, hey, if that's what you want to do, we're there for anything it is that to you. You can. Now, this is the O2ET restaurant. It's a fine dining restaurant again. Men must wear collared shirts, long pants, and so on. But we designed this restaurant to show the love. So we put a love seat in. Instead of 2 chairs across from each other, you sit next to each other when you're dining, and you are served from the front. and reservations are required for this restaurant. This is another one of our restaurants. This one is my favorite, actually. The Helsoconia. It sits directly on the ocean, and it serves the best lobster on a Friday night that you'll find anywhere in Jamaica. Again, reservations are not required for this restaurant. The Asian fusion restaurant is called Lychee, and it's more interior in its design. Reservations are not required, but you can see, the colors and the infusion of the Caribbean and the influences of Asia you'll find at this restaurant. Again, no reservations required. We do a lot of private dinners on the beach. Remember, we are a couples resort. So, people who come to us tend to be in love, or someone is going to propose, or someone is going to get married, or they're on a honeymoon, or they're celebrating an anniversary, or the couple just wants to get away and be by themselves. So we do get requests for a lot of private dinners. They can be done on the beach, or they can be done, as you see here, in one of our private gazebos. Next. But there's a beach shot as well. And this one is taken, this is on the beach in Negril at Swept Away. Now, Couple Swept Away, it is the largest of the four, and by far the most popular of the four. And the reason it is the most popular is because it sits smack in the middle of 7 Mile Beach in Negril. It has over 1,000 feet of beach, and it has the best beach in all of Negril, and the widest section of the beach as well. It's 312 rooms and suites. We also have a 10-acre sports and fitness facility. If you're into working out every day, if you must go to the gym, this is the resort for you. When I go to Jamaica, you have a 10-acre gym. So if you want to do weights, cycling, yoga, jacquerside, we just put in pickleball courts, because we had requests for them. So we built 2 new pickleball courts for that. And we also have 10 additional tennis courts for those who want to use it. We have a 1-mile jogging track for those who need to run while they're in Jamaica and so on. But anything at all to do with fitness, this would be the resort. It's the largest fitness center anywhere in Jamaica. Now it has 8 bars, and of course the plethora of restaurants as well, and we do include the excursions at this resort as well. You do get your glass bottom boat, you can go to Margaritaville, you have the shopping tours, you have unlimited golf as well. And of course the catamaran, everybody loves a catamaran.
Yes.
Now, this is an overview of what the resort looks like. It's cut in 2 sections. What you're seeing now is the rooms that's located on the beach in Negril. Now, just across the street, but it's covered in some of the foliage, we have our 10-acre fitness facility. You can skip ahead. Now, this is an example of what room blocks will look like. You can have a 2-story building, or you can have a 3-story building. Next. Now, here's what is most unique about the rooms at Swept Away. It's all natural wood. And you can see there are louvers that open or close. You can literally let all the sunlight, all of nature into your room if you want to, or you can close them and block that out. Now, there is a glass that prevents nature from literally coming in, because the room is fully air conditioned, and you do have ceiling fans as well. But if you're like me, who likes to be close to nature, I open them all up, and I open, as you see in this picture, and the weather is just beautiful, and I have my ceiling fan going. For those who love the air conditioning, you can close the door and just do your air condition as well. This room does have a hammock at the front, and this is one of our garden view rooms. But all the furnishings, all the windows, all the natural wood that you see is all handmade in Jamaica. It's Jamaican teak. So for the next 100 years, that bed will still be around. It's solid. Remember that teak is almost as hard as mahogany, so you're never going to get rid of it. Next. Now, this is our premier beachfront suite, and the reason I have no TV on it is that when booking Couple Swept Away, you need to be mindful of one thing. Our rooms that are the most expensive and the most requested tends not to have televisions in them, because they're for couples who just want to get away and be by themselves and lock out the everyday emotions of TV and the world. Anything you see that has veranda on it has televisions. If it doesn't, then I will send you your agent a proper breakdown of all the rooms so that she knows how to sell it to you and so on. So for instance, our premier beachfront suite has no televisions. It sits directly on the ocean, has an oversized veranda for you to sit and watch the ocean come by. You have your hammocks and it's just you and your other being peaceful with each other. Next. This is the atrium. These are our original rooms before we expanded the resort. It's one solid wall and the rest of your room is just louvers that opens up. You have an oversized veranda which you can see the ocean or the gardens if you want to, but this room category has no televisions as well. Next. This is what the standard bathroom looks like. Again, very large bathroom where you can again fit a king size bed. Standing showers where the glass partition is, and you can see the natural wood is still carried throughout the room and into the bathroom. Now, these are the Great House Suites. Now, we have 24 rooms that are located in one building, and this section I tend to sell a lot to groups, wedding groups, or just people who are traveling together. It's an opportunity for you to just buy out the entire section. It's 24 rooms and suites, and it's called the Great House. And this is what the suite looked like in that room. There is an oversized balcony that you'll see as well as we go through. This is what the bathroom of the Great House Suite looks like. It does have a separate tub and shower installation. And this is right by the ocean. So while you're soaking in your tub, you still have the ocean as your viewing point. And if you're sitting on your patio of the Great House, then you're still seeing the ocean from your second floor view. And it's a really awesome view. There's nothing, it's peaceful. It's just you, the ocean, and Mother Nature, and your other half in Jamaica. Now, this is our main dining restaurant, Feathers. Again, reservations are required. Of course, men, we always have to remind, long sleeve shirt with a collar and long pants. Ladies, yeah, you know what to do. It's another one of our restaurant. Now, this one is located just below the Great House, and it's called Patois. And for those of you who don't know, Patois is our native language in Jamaica. So, and I said, we are very Jamaican. We're owned by Jamaican families. So everything at Couples Jamaica will always be infused in it. Always remember that if you're staying at a Couples Resort, you will know that you're in Jamaica. And just off this restaurant, you'll find our Jamaican grill, where all the jerk chicken, jerk pork, patties, that you want, it's there for you 24 hours a day. And it's real juicy beef patties that we get from the bakery. And so it's just as authentic as what a regular Jamaican would have on the street. Again, no reservations are required for this restaurant. Next. This is our Asian fusion restaurant, one of my favorite, and it's outdoor, indoor dining. I love the outdoor section because on a Saturday night in Negril, you're looking at the beach, looking at the pool while you're dining out on this deck. You can be inside as well, but my personal favorite is to be outside. So I'm from Jamaica. I was born in the sun, so natural for me. All right, next. Now, our beach grill is another one of the simple in its look and form, but actually, if you are a beach person and you want to just sit by the beach and have a sandwich or have a smoothie or so on, then this is perfect for you. You can go there. It's right by our veggie bar. Each resort has a veggie bar. We call it that because anything you want that is natural, whether it's a smoothie, whether it's a piece of fruit, whether it's something natural that is made by hand on the island, it's not important, it's imported, it is not preserved ever, then we do have a natural bar for that as well. You can go there, you can get a jelly coconut, or you can drink all day. You can go there and get freshly point down peanuts right there on the beach while you're watching the yachts and the boats sail by. You can sit there and do nothing all day, or you can go swimming right out in the ocean if you want to. But again, remember that Couples Resorts, we are about keeping you as close to nature as is possible. Next. Again, the fitness center is there for active people who want to do it. Remember, we have 10 tennis courts, and you can play tennis night or day. We have instructors there if you've never played it or if you want someone to play with. We have staff there who will do it with you. Next. The spa is also located at the 10-acre fitness facility. Our spas are some of the best in the world. We have been featured in Travel Weekly, CNN Travel, all the big travel that pertains to spa will tell you that at Couples Resorts, we are world renowned just for that. And our prices are quite competitive. As we know that our couples are there, it's an all-inclusive property, so we do not make them exorbitant and so on, just affordable enough for you to experience some luxury while you're in Jamaica. And each resort has its own spa. Now, this is an overview of what the resort looks like. On the beachfront, you have the rooms, and as you can see, there are individual buildings that are scattered throughout the resort. Now, each block can have 4 rooms, or it could have up to 10 rooms. It depends on the block that you are on and the room category that you have booked. Again, you can see the beauty of Jamaica's 7 Mile Beach right there. And we, as I said, we sit on the widest and longest section of that beach. And then across the street, you can see an aerial shot of our 10-acre fitness facility and the tennis courts. And in the buildings is where we'll have the spa, the fitness center, and other stuff. We also have an Olympic-sized swimming pool for those who want to go do laps in fresh water versus swimming in the salty ocean. All right, next. Weddings. Now remember, we are couples. That's literally our name, couples. So of course, it's for those in love. We do lots of weddings, lots of honeymoons, just things that 2 people would do together. Now, our base wedding package is included with a minimum 3-night stay. We call it our One Love wedding package. All you got to do is stay a minimum 3 days, and you can get married in Jamaica at no additional charge. We do include the boutonniere, the flowers, we do give you a champagne flask, bride and groom as a memento and so on. But of course, it must be arranged before you travel to Jamaica. And your agent, of course, is more than happy to arrange it for you. Next. We do have upgraded packages that you can buy as well. If you want a more elaborate wedding, you can purchase our tropical wedding package. You can skip to the next, Jerry. And this will tell you exactly what is included. It is $750 for the upgraded package. And Jerry will have all of these. She can pass all the information to you for everything that's included. You can skip to the next, Jerry. Our sunset wedding package. This is our most popular. We only do 1 per day because we only have one at each resort. And we only have 1 sunset per day. So this wedding will commence right at about 4:30 when the sun is getting ready to set. And you can skip to the next. And this one is $1,750, I think. And then that's what all your packages will include. And for this one, you can have up to 20 guests at this wedding. And our prices are, people ask us why we don't make them more, because they're worth more. So we want you to experience Jamaica and not think you're price gouging you. If you were to get married in the US with 20 people, you're spending $20,000 for a wedding now. There's no destination wedding. Come to Jamaica. You'll save some money and have some fun. All right, next. Well, we have our island wedding, and we just took this picture less than 2 months ago, actually. And this was at Couples Tower. This is our wedding out in the ocean on the island. You can skip over. The island wedding package, $4,750. And it includes the wedding on the island, your hors d'oeuvres, your wedding reception, and all of that. And for this one, the island can hold up to 80 guests. It really depends on how elaborate you want to go with your offerings and so. You can skip on that. And again, that's the island that as it's there with nothing on it. Now, for weddings, of course, it is decorated in the colors that you want, and it is totally transformed. The wedding location could be one of the gazebos that you see that's decorated, or it could be right on the ocean without a gazebo, as you saw in the previous picture. So that's an example of one of the gazebos. And the decorations can be as elaborate or as minimalistic as you want them to be. And we do have color schemes that you can choose from as well. And as I said, you can do it with an arch instead of a gazebo. And of course, the colors, you get to choose the colors of your flowers and all of that. You can even do an elaborate table setting out there on the island if you want to, as you can see from these pictures, or you can keep it hors d'oeuvres and just walk around with live music and all of that stuff. And a live band is included with this wedding package as well. Vow renewals are also done, and of course, they must be pre-arranged before we arrive at the resort so that we can get copies of your current marriage certificate. Now, seeing that you're already married and it's a vow renewal, there's no legal requirement, but we will give you a certificate of vow renewal as well. And that's what's included with your vow renewal package. You can skip that one over. Now, all packages include a personal wedding planner, the preacher, and of course, a marriage certificate. We do have an online wedding calendar, like your agent would go to our calendar and choose your dates before she books your room, because she needs to make sure that, number one, the wedding date you want is available. We have an exclusive wedding and honeymoon registry where your guests go online and put money in your account, or they can purchase items for you, that kind of thing. You do get to keep your couple's resort champagne flutes, the his and her flutes. And of course, we want to tell the world that you got married. So we do give you t-shirts for the bride and groom as well to wear when you're leaving or around the resort, anything that you want to do. And keep in mind that, well, before I get to this slide, if you are on your honeymoon at any couple's resort, your travel agent just have to let us know. We provide you with a 25-minute complimentary massage and, of course, a bottle of champagne in your room on arrival. Now, couples resorts, so normally we don't do singles and children, but if you're a wedding group, we will allow up to 5% of the wedding party to be singles. And depending on the time of year, we will discount rooms that are single up to 25%. In terms of children, they cannot stay at couples resorts, but we will allow them to come into the resort to do the wedding ceremony and then return to their own resort. We do have sister properties down the road called Idlewild. We have Idlewild Villas, very upscale, 5-star villas, and we've had wedding groups that have the section with the children have stayed at the villas, and then they can come over to the resort for the wedding. Or we've had situations where we have moved the entire wedding to the beach at the villas, because it's still on the same beach. It's just a different property just down the road. So if you want the children to have a more stay and stay longer in the reception and like that, then we move them to the villa, then the child can stay for the entire ceremony. But because we're an adults only couples resorts, we can't have children running around and, that kind of thing. All right, next. Oh, that's the last slide. That's my presentation. I'll take a couple questions if you guys have any.
Yes, Sandra asks, how windy does it get on the island?
Depending on the time of the year, like in the fall, like September, October, it can get pretty windy. But based on the time that we have the weddings, it's never really been a factor. If there is bad weather, there are certain days that clearly you can't use the island. And let's say there's a storm coming or you have 10-foot waves, then we wouldn't be able to even to get on a boat to get out there. But that's very rare.
Okay. And does it cost extra to host a wedding on this island?
Yes, it's $4,750, which is very reasonable when compared to what other weddings cost.
And I think that's all the questions we have. I appreciate you taking out the time to give us all this great information. The resorts are very beautiful. And if you guys are interested in staying at the couple resorts in Jamaica, just reach out to me or put Jamaica in the comments and I'll reach out to you. And let me
Yep.
see. We have one more question.
Yes.
Can you have all the events on the island?
Repeat that.
Can you have all the events on the island?
Yes, you can. It depends on what you want. Like, when you say events, you mean like pertaining to your wedding, or you want to have a separate party? What do you mean?
Let's see.
Because you're allowed to have a full reception out there if you want, with your ceremony and so on. Now, logistically, setting up a kitchen out there to cook and so on, we have to be very careful because, with the environmental people, they don't want anything out there that's not natural, but we have ways around.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you watch the video of the Dwayne Wade birthday party, you'll see that they had an awesome time. I can send you that video that you can share with your clients as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, if you hopefully you guys enjoyed all this information. If you watch this live, please put live in the comments. If you came back and watched this on a replay, please type in a replay so I know you guys tuned in. Once again, thank you, Mr. Garfield, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day.
All right. It's my pleasure, man. Anytime.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.